You can't save time. Okay, you can't. You can't get no extra time. There's 24 hours in a day. The only way to get things done faster is pre-planning the day before. For example, if you got done with your listings today and you still have energy, take your photos for tomorrow. So that's 1 hour less or maybe 2 hours less, depending on how many items you're listing, to get you ahead of the game. So when you wake up tomorrow, all you got to do is list items. You don't got to do photography, right? However you do it. But think about that for a minute. Instead of, we all have that, right? We all have a procrastinating moment within reselling where we kind of, okay, I don't really got to package them items right this second. I can do it 5 hours down the road, but you could do it right now because you don't have anything else going. You should just do it. We all have things. I do too. I procrastinate on certain things within reselling too. That if I didn't do it, I'd be 10 steps ahead of the game than I am now. Now, there's a lot of people joining the group, and there's a lot of people joining the group, and I love their reasonings for joining. There's a lot of people that want to expand their business. They want to make numbers they've never made. They got big goals. For some of you that just want to sell part-time and your goals ain't that big, there's nothing wrong with it. That's your choice. I'm kind of talking right now, though, to the individuals that want to make a significant change, right? And people will say they're looking for tips and tricks. These are the tips and tricks, literally, that will get you one step ahead of the game. Your goal should be to be better than you were last week or yesterday. If you are a reseller and you're reselling, your goal should not be to catch up with me or to catch up with Rally Roots or to catch up with Tech and Sports. That should never be your goal. Maybe that's a motivator to you and I, that it can be done. You can make millions of dollars a year on eBay, but that shouldn't be your driving force. Your driving force should be focused on doing something a little bit better today than you did yesterday. And it could be just as much as getting your items prepped for the next day, right? Getting your items prepped for the next day is good. People ask, how do you list more items? I'm giving you guys tips on how to do that. Be prepared more ahead of the game for the next day, and your day will fall into play a lot easier, and you'll realize, holy shit, I do got 30 extra minutes to list items today. I do have an extra hour and a half or 2 items to list today. Because if you really stay focused and dedicated on eBay, and you list items 2 to 4 hours a day, man, that can become one serious fucking side hustle. If you want to make 6 figures a year on eBay, guys, you don't have to work 60, 70, 80 hours a fucking week. Now, maybe in the beginning, you're going to have to work really hard, but I could easily make 6 figures a year right now, working 4 hours a day, and then jacking the rest of the 20 hours off that I have. I could sleep fucking 19 hours if I wanted to, wake up, list items for 4 fucking hours, and be done with my day, if I truly wanted to. Now, that took me quite some time to be able to list clothes and do that. Now, here's what people are thinking when they join groups. I'm going to tell you because I did the same thing. You're thinking one of these people that you're watching on the video is going to give you some little tip or trick, little cheat code. Look, we all want things, and we all want things right now, right? One of the biggest ways you're going to learn how to succeed is to practice patience on a daily basis, because you ain't going to get the numbers you want to as fast as you want to. And I'll tell you why people are impatient. Why do you think Amazon does as good as it does? Because you can get your fucking package tomorrow. When people want information, they don't have to go to the library anymore. You fucking Google it, and it's in your fingertips. And my phone popped up for searching. But everything's fast-paced these days, guys. Everybody wants stuff, and they want it right now. And our media kind of screwed us up for that. But if you want something, and if you want some great numbers, just plan on 2 to 5 years. Okay? And if you can't be that patient and work that hard towards something, it's going to be really difficult for you. It's going to be very difficult for you. So when these storms arise, and these storms, guys, don't got to be hurricanes. It don't got to be your business failing. What it's got to be like, a lot of people will also talk about having balance in your life, right? I'm here to tell you right now, if you're trying to start a business that's actually worth talking about, you ain't going to have no motherfucking balance. You ain't going to have no balance in your life because all your eggs are going to be in this basket of building your eBay business. You don't have to be stuck up your wife or husband's ass 8 hours a day. All right, so, Jesus Christ, if I was around my fiance, 8 hours a day, she'd probably leave me in 6 months. If that. But a lot of people are trying to find that. Let's do work-life. I hear a lot of people these days talk about work-life balance. Look, man, or time management. I'm here to tell you right now, there is no such thing as fucking time management. No such thing. The only thing that exists is you management. You manage it. You can't manage time. That's 24 hours. That fucking clock ain't never stopping ticking. That clock is going to keep fucking ticking until you take your last breath, and then it's going to keep on ticking for other people. So get that terminology out of your head that you're trying to have time management. You have to have you management. Does that make sense? Does that ring any bells to anybody? Because I used to do that all the time. Man, my time management's fucked up. No, my time management wasn't fucked up. My self-discipline was fucked up. If your self-discipline's fucked up, you're fucking yourself is what you're really doing, right? And what is my definition of discipline? It's doing the shit when you don't want to do it, right? Look, in the beginning, I woke up, I was all excited, I couldn't wait to list items. Look, that shit's dead and gone for me like fucking 6 months, maybe 8 months, maybe even a year ago, right? I do the shit because I know it's going to get me results. And if you want to try to get to the next level, maybe you've been reselling for some years and you want to get to the next level, it's not about time management. It's about us management. How are you managing yourself? Us procrastinators, everybody in the world's a procrastinator. So if you say you're not, you might be less procrastinating than others. But everybody puts off something that's really important to do something else silly to feel productive. Because we all feel good when we're productive, right? Like maybe your grass is an inch too long right now. And you know you got only 6 more hours to get your items listed. Instead of getting your items listed, you go cut the grass. That grass could have waited till tomorrow morning. But you went and cut that grass to stay busy, so your brain tells you that you're still getting things accomplished. If we just evaluate what's really important in our day when we're trying to build an eBay business. Now look, if you got a family, I'm not telling you not to have time with your kids. I'm not telling you not to have time with your significant other. I'm not telling you not to have time with anybody else, right? What I am telling you is learn how to say no sometimes. And what's most important? Nobody's putting a roof over any of our fucking heads. I'm telling you that right now. Nobody's going to come pay your fucking bills every single month. I'm going to tell you that right fucking now, right? So when you have the most energy, my suggestion is, whenever that is throughout the day, some people wake up and it takes them 6 hours to keep going. Some people, they can spring up and just fucking go. My suggestion is, when you wake up, whenever you have the most energy throughout your day, your number one throughout that energy should be listing items. Unless you got a 9 to 5, go to your 9 to 5 first, or list your items before you go to your 9 to 5. There's a lot of different variables. But we as humans make up a lot of excuses why we're not expanding. We start thinking stuff like, maybe it's my pricing. And maybe it is. Maybe it's my listing quality. Maybe it is. But I've sold shit that looked like, in the beginning, I sold stuff on my countertop with a white sheet that I didn't even know had a coffee stain on it. And the pair of shoes sold. Okay, the picture quality sucked. They sold. We tend, as resellers, we start quibbling on all this shit that is really unimportant. The importance of your lighting, the importance of your picture quality. Man, I said my picture quality on a 1 to 10 scale, guys, is probably about a 6. I don't have a 10, like it's a J.C. Penney's magazine picture quality. By far do I have that. And I'm selling 20 to 30 items every single fucking day, and we're not doing too bad in moving items. It's not about that. The most important thing about your reselling is good customer service, right? And guys, I sell shit from all the way down to $5 fucking dollars to $30. I'm not finding gold mines. I just sell a lot of items. I just list a lot of items. That's what I do. I list 40 items a day. Okay, so we start one, oh, yeah, that's probably why my items ain't selling yet, because my picture quality ain't the best yet. My title ain't the best yet. The problem is maybe you just haven't been doing it long enough. And your consistency, bar none, is the most important. If you go right now every single day and you list the amount of items you're listing every day and don't miss a fucking day, you ain't never got to watch another video again because you're doing it. You never got to watch another video again, right? Because you're doing it. And nobody else is going to be able to tell you anything that's going to help you get closer to that 20 items a day that you're listing, right? Or 10 items or 5 items. That's all you really need to know. And then you got to have patience. You have to believe in the back of your mind that the work you're putting in is going to pay off. Because if you think it ain't going to pay off, you ain't going to put in the work. That's just the cold-hearted truth. That's not me being a dick, but everybody has a problem with being consistent. Why? Because after a while, it's not fun anymore, right? It's not as fun as it was 4 years back when I started, or 3.5 years ago when I started. The excitement of going to the thrift store is dead. It's a job now to do that, right? And I'm not saying all of you are going to feel that way, but the excitement part's dead. So when we lose the excitement, we lose the hunger. If you don't have hunger going into reselling, you're just going to be mediocre. Now, it's up to you what you want to be in life, but we got one life. Why in the fuck settle for less than what you actually could achieve? Now, this is just my personal opinion, my personal beliefs. But it is not a personal belief about how to succeed on eBay. It's consistency. It is the number one most important thing you're fucking doing. I don't give a fuck about your picture quality. I don't give a fuck what your titles look like. I don't give a fuck. eBay wants to see you being consistent. If you can be consistent for 365 days a year and gradually start adding more and more fucking items, you're going to make 6 figures a year like nothing, right? It's not, the easiest thing I found on eBay, the easiest thing is to make the money. That's the easiest fucking part. The hardest part was to believe that I could actually do it. And to believe that I'll actually take the responsibility every single day to set a number and tag that number every day. When I want to and when I don't want to. That's the hardest part about reselling. Reselling isn't a difficult fucking business. It's not, yeah, it's competitive. Everything's fucking, you go cut grass, that's going to be competitive. Any business in the world is competition. Anything you do. If you go to your 9 to 5, it's competitive. You're trying to get the management position. Don't think you're the only one that's trying to get that management position. Everybody's trying. Not everybody, but there's a lot of people going for that management position, okay? So look, if you're thinking you're going to get into one of these groups, somebody's going to tell you something that is going to give you the cheat code to eBay sales, it's consistency. And if anybody tells you different, they're fucking lying to you and they're trying to sell you some shit, okay? They're trying to sell you what they believe will work. And they want you to pay for their shit, right? They want you to pay their, and I'm not knocking anybody that charges for their groups. Do your fucking thing, right? I just believe in once you figure something out, give it away for free. It'll come back to you that way. It'll come back. Somewhere along down the road, all this video content I have made will come back to me one day. Because you're doing the right thing. I don't believe in charging for knowledge. I don't. Although I would pay somebody like Les Brown or whatever to go learn. I'd actually go pay Tech and Sports to hang out with him for a couple months. But I'm saying, I just don't believe that's the thing that you should do when you learn something. You should pass it on to try to help out other people in the world that are trying to do the same thing that you are doing, right? If that's the case, if you want to charge for it, then what? You want to charge people to learn how to do right in life? That's pretty fucked up. That's kind of fucked up, right? If you want to be a positive force in a community such as this, give the shit you learn away for free. That's the best gift, the best feeling you can ever have in the world is giving some of your knowledge away to help somebody's life be better. There's nothing more rewarding than that to me in my life. This is why I started creating these videos. This is why I talk about my past drug use and drug abuse, is because I know there's somebody in this group that's dealing with drug abuse or fucking alcohol abuse or eating abuse or sex abuse, whatever the fuck it is, right? There's somebody that's dealing with, that's why I share this shit, to give people hope, right? And that's another thing you're going to have as a reseller. You're going to have to believe in hope and faith, right? Look, if you have no hope or no faith, you ain't going to build something that's substantial enough that's going to work out, because you're going to doubt yourself. I talk a lot about how strong the human mind is. It's fucking truthful, guys. I believe eBay is more mental, bar none, than it is physical. You guys, we're taking photos, we're listing items, we're answering questions, we're sending off. Come on, man. It don't get much fucking easier than that. Your mind's making it difficult. Oh, man, I got to do this again. Oh, man, this person trying to fuck me on this offer. Oh, man, I got to return. We make it difficult. So what? That's all part of it. If you can't get a return and shake it off like it ain't shit and get right back to work, then you need to work on yourself, right? You have to work on yourself so you can handle that. In the beginning, I'd get irate, pissed. Fuck that! This shirt does say that measurement, blah, blah, blah. And I'd fucking message him and tell him all, read the description next time. Now I'm just like, whatever, so what happens? I get 3 to fucking 10 returns a week. Oh, fucking well. As soon as I get them back, they resell in a week or two, and the person's satisfied with them. You're never, ever going to be able to please everybody on eBay, guys. There's 340 million active buyers a month on eBay. There's no way in fucking hell you, I, or every reseller in here could ever please all that many people. Fuck, it's hard to please one person. We're trying to please 340 fucking million people a month? Come on, man. It's impossible. Think about it logically like that. Think about what it really is. You have a huge ocean out there you're trying to please. You can't please. Imagine how many people you go around in your lifetime, how many people liked you. Who gives a fuck? People are going to like you. People ain't going to like you. That's why I'm authentic in my videos. It's exactly who I am in person, this is. And this is why my video content for eBay reselling, I try to be different than everybody else. Because look, we're all different, right? You might be able to learn from me and not learn from Tech and Sports. I don't know. You might be able to learn from Tech and Sports and not learn from me. But one thing I said when I started creating this video content, I'm not going to filter my language. I'm not going to filter anything I do because this is who I am and this is how I speak in the world. This is me. Right? I'm not going to try to get on here and sell you fucking shit because I want your money. I don't need your fucking money. I don't want your money. Right? I want to see you guys win for sure. So I'm not going to change myself because somebody don't like cussing. If you don't like that shit, go to another fucking group, right? That's your shit, not mine. Right? I don't judge you if you don't cuss. Why you judge me if I do cuss? What the, make it make sense, right? I don't judge you if you don't have tattoos, but you judge me because I do got tattoos. Who's the real asshole there? Think about it. So I try to make my video content different. I share my mental experiences with eBay as well as my physical of how many items I list a day, how many returns I get back, what our weekly and monthly numbers are. Periodically, I'll spew them out of my mouth, right? I try to stay on the mental aspect of it because the actual process. Okay, if all my video content was the process of how to make you successful reselling on eBay, it'd be one 30-second fucking video and it'd be over. It would be photography, customer service, listing items, sourcing, packaging, get them to the post office. You'd never have to watch another fucking video again because that's all you got to do. All this, I see a lot of other, I'm not going to knock anybody else's video content, but you know deep down, I just told you the keys to success, right, on eBay. You know deep down inside what you have to do every day. You don't need anybody's advice anymore. You just have to start taking action. People will want everything to be perfect before they get started. Don't do that. I did that shit for 12 months. I studied eBay before I started, right? And I could teach this shit to my fucking 8-year-old nephew in 2 minutes, right? Maybe a little bit longer, but you get the gist. It does not take 12 months to get started. No, you're not going to have the best shit in the beginning. No, you're not going to have the best lighting. No, your titles ain't good. Your titles will look like shit. Your photography will look like shit. Your pricing will probably be off, but that's all part of it. All mine did too. I didn't always sell 20 to 30 items a day. I didn't always. I was at the 1 a week too. 2 a month. 1 a week. Then it started to be 2 a day. And then it was at 2 to 4 a day for fucking 3 months, man. 2 months at times. Because of, in the beginning, my lack of consistency. Thought I could list a couple items a week and do it. Well, that's not how the eBay Rolodex works. eBay Rolodex wants you to list every day. And if you list items every day, and that's what you do, now it's time for you to start believing in yourself, in your own capabilities, and just running for it, man. And don't never tell a whole bunch of people that are going to try to bring you back down. Right? Don't go tell your dreams to a whole bunch of people that don't even have dreams for themselves. Just fucking ignorant, man, because they're just going to shoot your dreams down. Why? Because they don't want to see you do something. In the back of their head, they're thinking, this motherfucker might get lucky, right? But they ain't going to tell you that. They ain't going to tell you that. They're going to be like, no, 9 out of 10 small businesses fail. Blah, don't do that. That's silly. Oh, does eBay got insurance? Blah, blah, blah. They're going to give all these fucking excuses, right? Because they don't have the mindset for themselves to believe in themselves to win. If you can believe you can win, your fucking limits on eBay are endless. Okay, there's people making $25 million a fucking year on eBay. Okay, and probably more than that because I haven't done my research on that in a while. You and that person and I are no different. They just shut the fuck up and got to work. And they went in it for the long haul. If you go into it for the long haul, guys, I'll tell you this. If you want to learn how to stop being impatient, know you're going to do this shit forever. And if that don't sound good, maybe it's not for you. If you're just trying to look in to get in and get out, get a big... Now, I know plenty of people too, so let me rephrase that. I know plenty of people that really got into reselling as a side hustle because of the easy extra cash, right? To save up for whatever business they want to start. And if that's what you want to do, by all means do it. But if this is something you can see yourself doing for a long haul, start telling yourself, I'm in this shit for the long haul. And all of a sudden, magically, I just tell you guys how amazingly mental reselling is and being successful on eBay. Once you start telling yourself, I'm in this shit for the long haul, you start getting a lot more patient. You ain't rushing through your day as much. You're not waiting for that $1,000 a day payout. It's going to come, and you know it's going to come. Now, I'm not saying, say you're in it for the long haul and then start getting turtle slow. I'm not telling you to do that, but you should be able to enjoy your day as a reseller too. You shouldn't be fucking high-strung and all day long. You can't do nothing but resell, right? It shouldn't take you that long to list items. In the beginning, yes, it's going to take you a long time. It's going to take a while, guys. It used to fucking take me all goddamn day long to list 10 items, okay? Now I'm doing that in less than an hour. And you can too. And the only way I was able to do that in less than an hour is being okay with sucking at something. I sucked at listing items in the beginning, and if you're just getting started, you're gonna suck too. But that's okay. It's not a bad thing to suck in the beginning. You know, this is a huge reason why a lot of people they want to do something in life really bad, right? I'll give you an example. I always wanted to ride motorcycles when I was a little kid. I'd see a Harley Davidson, or I don't even know what the fuck kind of motorcycle it was at the street sign. I'd be like, Mom, Dad, I'm going to do that when I grow up. And they're like, yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, right, we put you on one. And they didn't because they were afraid of my ADHD that I would get hurt when I was a kid. So I guess they tried saving my life. But it also hindered my dreams for a while, right? So I always wanted to do it, but I was always so scared, right? Oh, well, you got a clutch, you got a throttle, you got a brake over here, and you got a shifter lever over here, and oh my God, like panicking, right? Because I didn't know how to do it. So I wasn't the greatest motorcycle rider, the first one I bought, right? I dropped the fucker twice at a dead stop because the weight was heavy. It was a big ass gold wing. They weigh about 1,000 pounds. I weigh about 180. Okay, so if they start going sideways, you know what I mean. If you don't know how to balance a motorcycle right, and 1,000 pounds is going sideways, you ain't stopping it. I don't give a fuck if you're 300 pounds. Okay, you're gonna break something if you try to stop it. So I've tipped them over a couple times. Okay, but then I got back up on there and I didn't just quit. You're gonna kind of suck at a reseller when you first start, but that's okay. You just got to know in the back of your mind, you're going to keep doing this shit regardless how bad you suck, and you're going to get good at it. Keep telling yourself that. I'm going to get good. I'm going to be the best reseller there is. I'm going to be the best reseller eBay ever seen. Stop telling yourself you suck and you're not going to make it. Because that shit right there, if you keep telling yourself that you suck at reselling and you're not going to make it and you just don't have it in you, well, there you go, because that's exactly what's going to happen. This is why I say it's so much more a mental game. I don't hear other resellers talking about the mental aspect of reselling as much. I did hear Tech and Sports touch on it a little while, and Chris from Daily Refinement touch on it a little while, that don't personalize anything in reselling. What that means is don't let your feelings get involved if you got no sales today. Oh well, you always got tomorrow. You did your job today. You listed some items, so you didn't get no sales. But you got more items up in your inventory. So tomorrow you got better odds to make a sale, right? Don't personalize a return. Look, they're not mad at you, even if they talk shit to you. They don't even fucking know you, right? Who cares if they talk shit to you and say you're a shitty reseller? I've had a couple people do that. Leave me feedback saying he's a terrible reseller. Okay, well, great opinion, right? It did. It struck my nerve when they first said that. And then my fiance talked about, babe, that person's never met you. They don't know that you would take your shirt off their back for that person, right? They don't know you. They're going to say rude shit. They're going to send you a return and say that you were lying. They're going to send you a different item back and try to scam you. Look, but that's far and few in between. I sell thousands of items, okay? And out of 1,000 items, I might get one person that tries to scam me. Fuck that one person, man. Out of 1,000 sales, you're gonna one negative. You're gonna take 1,000 positives and one negative. You're gonna crumple the fucking business up and throw it away, or be pissed off all day. Man, fuck that one negative. Fuck that one negative. You guys, I say that a lot because I used to personalize everything. Okay, I personalize feedback. I personalize returns. I got attached to clothes. Right, like no way. I know that shirt could sell for 30. I'm not selling it for 18 bucks. Move your fucking inventory. Fuck that $12 extra. Sell the motherfucker for $18 and go buy 5 more. Quit trying to get every dime you can out of every item. Move it. Move your inventory. I'll tell you why. The more you move your inventory, the more traffic you're going to get. If you are moving your inventory, eBay's paying attention to that shit. Trust and believe. People don't talk a lot about that too. Man, let your item go for a few dollars left. You got to list it for 10 and somebody sends you a $5 offer. Oh well. Who can take the motherfucker? eBay likes it when you accept offers. They start sending you more traffic. If you don't believe me, start declining offers and see what happens to your sales for the next week. Just decline every offer that happened today for shits and giggles if you want to test it out. But I don't suggest you really do that. Because eBay does look at that and they're like, well, they're not going to bend, so we're going to send the traffic to a guy or a girl that will bend a little bit. All you got to do is be on the same page eBay's on. Learn what they like and keep doing what they like. It's just like, and you'd be like, how do you do that? I can't physically talk to eBay. Pay attention to your results. When your sales are real good and consistent, it's probably because you're listing items real good and consistent, right? And you're getting to the post office on time and you're having good customer service. That is probably the reason why you're getting good sales. You're not getting good sales if you're inconsistent. And if you are, I don't know how you're doing it. Tell me the trick, will you? Because anytime I get inconsistent, my sales stop. They come to a screeching halt, literally. So we all know eBay likes consistency. So why don't we do it? That's a war within our own mind. I can't tell you why if you're not being consistent right now, I can't tell you what the payoff for that is other than you choose to be lazy over have success, right? Maybe you choose Netflix over having success. I just watched a study where the majority of Americans spend 32 hours a week watching TV. And I hear people say, I don't have the time to resell because I got a 9 to 5. 80% of the United States watches TV 32 fucking hours a week. If you do eBay for 32 fucking hours a week, you ain't gonna stay at your 9 to 5 long. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Within 6 to 8 months, you're gonna leave your 9 to 5 working 32 hours a week on eBay. Because they're gonna fuck your paycheck right up. eBay's gonna fuck your paycheck right over. I'm telling you, if you're putting 32 hours in a week, think about that. That averages people watch TV 3 to 4 hours a day. If you hustle 4 hours a day on eBay, your side hustle pretty soon is not going to be a side hustle. It's going to be your full fucking income. And there's a lot of you guys and girls in this group that want full income. I'm telling you, people are looking for the cheat codes. I'm telling you, hands on, what the fuck I did to get the numbers and sales that I did. I'm telling you the exact same thing. I have a mental war that goes on in my head all the time too. You think I don't want to sit on the fucking couch and watch Netflix for 8 hours a day and eat potato chips and Funyuns and fucking do nothing all day? Fuck yeah, I want to do that shit. You think I don't want to jump on this motherfucker and go to California right now for 6 months and just fucking have fun? Fuck yeah, I want to. But I know there's consequences to every action, good or bad. If you want good results on eBay, do good choices. If you make good choices, you're going to get good consequences. If you stay consistent, you're going to get good sales, which in turn is good consequences. If you decide, hey, I really don't want to do it, nobody's going to know if I don't list items today, nobody's going to judge. It's not about nobody else judging you or holding you accountable. It's about you holding yourself accountable. The more times you start holding yourself accountable, the more confident you get. I never thought in a million years I would make 6 figures a year in my fucking life. Once I started believing that I actually could achieve it, after about my 6th month of eBay, I said, man, if I keep going like this, and then if I quit my 9 to 5 and take that time and add it to eBay, I think I can make 6 figures a year. And then all of a sudden, I put in enough work because I believed in myself, and we got there. Now I'm starting to believe that I can make $250,000 to $400,000 a year. in sales on eBay. I believe that strongly. So I am going to achieve that. If you don't believe, I can't tell you that I'm not going to achieve that this year, right? But within the next couple of years, I want to make $500,000 in sales on eBay. And I know the steps it's going to get me there. Number one, you got to believe you can do it, because if you don't, you ain't never going to get there. You know what my first goal was? To make more money than my 9 to 5. My 9 to 5 at the time was paying me sometimes between $18,000 and $22,000 a year. You know how hard it is to live on that kind of income? Very difficult. So I started a side hustle, eBay. And within the first 6 months, it was making me more money than my 9 to 5 a week. But I held it out another 6 months because I told my boss I wasn't going nowhere. I let him know I started a side hustle. He let me leave at lunch to deliver my packages and all that good stuff. He was super cool about that, and he was supportive about that. I think they would laugh at me when I was telling them what I was doing on eBay, right? They'd all laugh at me. Yeah, right, whatever, dude. Yeah, you can just sit at home, list items, and you're going to make more money in here. Ha, 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 yeah, right. And then by the end of the year, I had to tell my boss, I can't come back because I got to apply that time to our business now and grow it. And every year since then, it's grown more than 100%. 100% growth. You know, from 30 to 60. From 60 to 120,000. Guys, this is the growth I'm talking about. $60,000 in sales in 1 year to the next year. I don't know what it's going to be, but I know if I keep going at just this level right now and grow none, it's going to be well over $128,000 in sales. Right? We're already over 60. And Christmas ain't even close yet. Think about that. Okay? So you can do this too. There's nothing special about me. There's one thing special about me, and every one of you guys have it in you too. I just won't give up. I don't care what motivation. Maybe you feel like you got to prove somebody wrong. Fucking prove them wrong. Use that motivation. I don't care what motivation you need, but dig deep and find something. Or just do this. Tell yourself this. Hey, this might sound corny to people. I love you. Tell yourself you love yourself, and you deserve better. You deserve better than going to a 9 to 5 that you can't fucking stand anymore. Right? How many of you in this group that's working in a 9 to 5 love your fucking regular job 100% without a doubt? Every aspect of it. There ain't a single soul in here that loves everything about it. You might like some things about it, right? But it could be as simple as one person you work with that you really don't want to work with, right? Now, that's everywhere you go, right? But think about that for a minute. What one in here loves what they do for a 9 to 5? 1,000%. Very few. And I'm not saying you're going to love reselling 1,000%, right? But if you start caring about yourself, you start caring about what you could provide for your family in the future you could give to them, you start getting some energy that you never knew you had, right? You start digging up some energy. There's times, guys, I could barely keep my fucking eyes open, but I went 10 items more. There's other times where emergencies happened, where I had to go to the hospital. I couldn't list nothing all day. Look, life's going to happen. Don't beat yourself up when days like that happen. But don't fucking use that shit as an excuse neither. Oh, I just needed a day off to go bathe in the sun all day. Don't pull that bullshit. Because truthfully, you don't need a day off. If you can list 40 items a day in 4 hours, I do it. Okay? You can wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning and be done by fucking 8 and have the rest of your fucking day to go lay in the sun if you want. Or go to the beach, you do whatever. Listen, in the beginning, it's time consuming because you don't have a system yet. Okay? But once you learn a system, once you get yourself, however you wake up, I don't know how you do that, how you get your mind ready for the day. Some people don't even get their mind ready. They just jump right into the day. That used to be me my whole life. I jumped right into my day. You know what kind of results I got? Shitty fucking results. Right? I was a real asshole. I was a real dickhead. You didn't want to be around me because I rushed into my day. Now, if you have a plan and a schedule to go off, I strongly encourage that because you're going to get a lot more results than, I wonder what's more important this morning for me to do. Should I cut the grass? Should I take photos? Should I package items? What should I do right now? Oh, fuck it, I don't need to do nothing. I'll just watch some TV. That's what happens because you ain't got nothing. You're not holding yourself accountable. You don't have a schedule to go off. Figure out a schedule. Get a routine. Even if you got to change that routine and schedule up a few times and tweak it. At least you're going off something. I made a video not long ago that I stated, make sure your day is done before you even get started. And people ask me, what the fuck does that mean? Have your day done. Know exactly what you're going to do throughout that day. If you know exactly what you're going to do from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed, you're going to accomplish a lot more in your eBay journey. I promise you that. If you wake up with like I don't know what to do today, in the back of your head, I know I got to list items. I know I got to, but I'm in no rush for that because you are going to waste so much fucking time. That's uncalled for. You don't have to do that. If you just choose to grab a pen and a pad of paper and start finishing your day before it even gets started, which that means write a daily goal plan. If you start doing that, that alone right there will change your results on eBay. That alone. But you know how many people in this group is going to go grab a pen and write that shit on paper? Maybe one. Maybe one. The ones that really want it are open to taking advice. The rest will say, he's just a fucking idiot. That won't work. I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. And to tell you the truth, if you're just going to keep doing what you're doing and trying to get the same results, you're actually the one that looks like an idiot watching this fucking video. Because why are you trying to watch an informational video then? If you're not going to change or attempt to change your outcome now and just keep doing what you're doing, you're actually wasting time right now watching a video when you should be working, right? That's not me judging and critiquing. Guys, I've been an idiot all my life, okay? All my life, I thought I figured it all out. I thought I had nothing figured out. Through my 20s, I thought I was king shit and popular and all that. You know what I knew in life? Nothing. Because I wouldn't let nothing in. I still let stuff in. I still try to learn different techniques and try different things throughout my journey on eBay and in life in general. If you're not willing to go into reselling with an open mind, you're fucked. I told you the one thing when the first video I watched of Daily Refinement was him talking about the importance of a niche. He was like talking about a niche. I gave the camera, not that he could see it, a middle finger. I'm like, fuck him, dude. I'm going to do it my way. The second I got over that, I'm going to do it my way and started listening to what people were saying and applied it to my day. Holy fuck, did I start getting results. We don't know it all, guys. I don't care if you've been reselling for 25 fucking years. Look, eBay's changing every goddamn day, man. There's shit getting changed in the world every day. Trends change every fucking day. Every day. You have to get yourself in a humble state and ask yourself, what do you really want to get out of eBay? Now, if this is just a side income for you guys and you just want a little extra spending money, you don't got to take it. You don't get to take all this in and do your thing, right? But if you want to make some numbers that's worth talking about, I'm telling you to try to apply some of this stuff I'm talking about. Matter of fact, take try right out of your vocabulary too. Now, 2 words you should take out of your vocabulary is try and can't. Because the second you mention, oh, I can't do that, you just granted it to yourself. The second you tell yourself, I'm going to try to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, you just gave yourself an out. You just gave yourself an excuse not to get up at 5, right? You have to start holding yourself accountable. Means you say you are going to achieve that. I am going to achieve full-time reseller status on eBay. Not, I'm going to try to. It gives you a way out. It gives you an excuse of why to quit. Because then you can go back in your own mindset and say, I did say I was going to try. I tried, and it didn't work. A lot of people say they're trying, right? Me too, right? I've said it many times. I'm trying to get to the 250,000 mark. I'm trying to get to... Are you really, though? That's a big number. So if that's a big number, a big part of your day has got to be hustling on eBay. If you're only doing an hour a day and you're trying to get to $250,000 a year, that's improbable. Unless you're selling houses, right? It's pretty improbable. I mean, unless you somehow can list 100 items an hour. If you can do that shit, please message me and teach me that trick, all right? But, I like that story I had in the beginning, guys, where I was talking about the buffalo and the cow. One runs towards the storm and one runs away from it. We are designed in our mind to protect ourselves and be survivors. So when things come up that are challenging that we don't want to do, what is it typical for us to do? We run. We put it off. We procrastinate it, right? Like, I don't really want to start an inventory system because it's just going to be a lot of work. I'm going to have to figure out a number system. I'm going to have to figure out, am I going to put these in boxes? Am I going to hang them? So I don't really want to do it, so you put it off. 3 months later, you got clothes or gadgets stacked so high you can't even find them. That's being the cow. That's running away from what you know you should be running towards. I'm telling you, me included, if we ran more towards the storm, we'd be 10 times further than we are right now. Why put it off? If there's shit we're putting off and reselling, all you're harming is yourself. You're not harming anybody else. You're not harming eBay, because trust me, they're doing good. Okay? The only person we're harming when we put things off is ourselves. That's it. Making it harder for yourself the next day. Making it harder for yourself the next hour. When you're listing, this is what I suggest people in the beginning, even veterans. Don't rush the process, okay? What you want to do is learn the process, okay? So don't rush the process of listing. Oh, he says I got to do 30 items an hour or 30 items a day to do good, or 20. No, you don't. Start with one. But do that one the best you fucking can. Your mind's got memory, okay? You'll start getting memory muscle that you'll automatically, the more items you list, the best you can. Your items eventually, every item you list will be the best you can, and you'll start getting better at it because you'll start picking up speed. I remember when I first started listing items, I was looking at all the item specifics like, what the fuck do I do with all this? This is going to take me forever, right? And it would take sometimes it'd take me 30 minutes, all the research I had to do to look up an item. I picked an itch. I sucked at clothes in the beginning, guys. I didn't know how to list fucking clothes. I didn't know what a woman's inseam. I didn't know what a men's inseam was. I didn't know what an outseam was. I didn't know what anything was, right? I didn't know whether that was cashmere or cotton. I didn't know anything. But I sucked for a little while, and I got through it. But I just tried to do it the best I could. I tried filling out the most item specifics as I could, right? Sometimes it wasn't too many item specifics because I didn't know a lot about it. And those were flop listings, but oh well. I fixed them later when I got better, right? I fixed them later as I got better. Just try to do every listing you can the best you can. Now, I'm not trying to tell you, don't worry so much that it's taking you 6 hours to do one listing. Don't do that shit. You're hindering yourself. Be efficient, but try to do it the best you can. Then eventually, before you know it, you'll be listing 40 items too in 4 hours. You'll be listing 10 items an hour. You might think that's insane. It's not possible. You can't do that. Yes, you can. And I do it right from my phone. I'm not doing it on the computer. I list anywhere from 10 to 15 items an hour now, right through my phone. Why? Because my fingers got memory. They know exactly what buttons they hit. Half the times I don't even got to look when I'm texting. You ever figure that out? You ever notice that when you're texting on your phone, half the time you're not even really looking at what number? Your fingers have a memory to the keyboard. The same thing's going to go for reselling. You're just going to have a memory of what type of material that is. You're just going to have, oh yeah, I sold one of them Sony radios before. Yeah, it's got this feature. You don't even got to look, you don't even got to fucking look it up anymore. Because you sold so many of them, you know its features. You know what it can do. You pretty much, when I look at a pair of pants, I don't even got to measure. I can tell whether an inseam is 9.5 inches to 13 inches. I can tell that gap. I can tell whether it's a mid-rise, high-rise, low-rise. Just looking at it. I don't even got to put a fucking ruler to it anymore. In the beginning, no. I didn't even know what the fuck. I didn't know what a rise was, right? I'm like, well, what the fuck are they talking about a rise, I didn't know how to measure the leg opening. I didn't know how to measure anything. But I was okay with sucking at it for long enough to get good at it. I'm not saying I'm an expert clothes lister, but I got efficient enough to make a full-time income. Okay? And my goal today is to be better than what I was doing yesterday. And a lot of my lack thereof, a lot of my procrastinations, and a lot of my running from the storms is lack of preparation. You're going to learn a lot about yourself through running a business. It might scare you. It might not, right? Like my whole purpose for getting a business, I didn't want to work for anybody. I want to provide for my family good. But my real purpose, outside of them too, was I wanted to have more time to fuck off. If that's your whole fucking idea, don't even get started. Because it ain't nothing like that, okay? You got to remember, you're leaving one job. Don't leave your job right now neither until your eBay's doing better than your 9 to 5 for at least a consistent 6 months to a year. That's my suggestion. Do what you're going to do, right? But I suggest you not leave your job until eBay's paying you what you're making now at your 9 to 5 or even double for at least 6 months to a year, so you have a feeling inside of you and you have enough confidence to know that, okay, this is going to work, right? Don't just make your first $1,000 week and fucking go tell your boss to fuck off because your next week might not be $1,000 week, okay? Don't do that. Pan it out for 6 months to a year. So what? You've been at your job. Now you'll have more motivation in your head when you're going to your 9 to 5 because you know you're building something bigger than where you're at now, right? So I strongly suggest to do each item. Take your time. Don't rush your specifics in the beginning. All that's going to do, you're going to make mistakes. You're going to make more mistakes. If you're rushing, you're fucking your brain all up, man. Anytime you're rushing into something, you never do as good as you do when you're calm, relaxed, and going at it. Okay? When you're calm, relaxed, taking your time, being patient, your items are going to look better. What's going to happen when you're calm, relaxed, and patient and listing more and more items the best you can, you're going to gradually, automatically pick up speed. And you're going to become more fluent. You're going to become more efficient. You're going to go from listing 2 items an hour, 3 items an hour to 5. All of a sudden, before you know it, you're going to be like, holy shit, I just timed my listing. It only took me 5 minutes to do. If you can list an item in 5 to 7 fucking minutes, you're there. Now, I'm not saying you're not there if it takes you longer. Just trust me. I'm not saying that. Okay? Because I was making pretty good money when it was taking me 10 and 15 minutes per listing. I just had to work longer, right? And you might have to do that too. My biggest reasoning, guys, for starting stories out like this and bringing you this information, because I truly want to see people happy with the amount of income they're making in their life. I'm telling you, I don't care if your 9 to 5 is paying you 6 figures a year. You're worth more than that. You're worth way more. If you're not making $50 an hour or more at your 9 to 5 right now, they're not getting paid good enough. You are worth at least $50 an hour or more. Every human being walking the face of the earth is. Right? Every person on the face of the earth is worth making, is capable of making that. So why not make that? Right? I never thought, if you would have asked me 4 years ago, hey Justin, you think you can make $100 an hour? You think you can make 70? I'd be like, fuck what? You gotta be a heart surgeon to do that shit. Why did I think that way? Because I had no knowledge about eBay. I had no knowledge about selling in the marketplace. I had no knowledge about flipping. I had no knowledge about starting your own business, right? I would have said, you're bitch. You pay me $75 an hour, I'll scrape dead bodies off the concrete. Like, I'll do whatever the fuck you want me to do, basically, right? You don't have to do that. You can just list items and make $75 to $100 an hour. I'm not bullshitting you guys, right? I told you guys I work 4 hours a day. If I broke that up into my hourly pay, I'm actually over $100 an hour. There are days I'd be making $200 an hour. So you are worth more than that. But you're not going to start out getting paid $200 an hour, $100 an hour, $50 an hour, or even probably $20. It's going to take you a while to build up enough inventory and be consistent enough for those sales to do that. If I did exactly what I'm doing right now and decided to work 8 hours a day instead of the 4 to 5, I would probably be doing $1,500 to $2,000 in sales a day. Would you do that a day? $1,500 to $2,000? Are you fucking kidding me? $1,000 a day payout for 8 hours? It's making me actually motivate myself to even go longer. My only problem right now, the reasoning why I'm not doing that, is because I'm stocking up on inventory for the winter. Now, I used to do that through garage sales, right? Now I have a new inventory guy. And he's a really cool dude, really helps us out a lot, supplies us with plenty of inventory at an awesome price. He's just a great guy, right? And a lot of the extra money I'm getting right now, I am going to garage sales and buying extra inventory, right? What happens if something happened to my supplier? I have to go back to the thrift store sale. The amount of items I'm listing a day will go back down, right? I could probably list 60 to 80 items a day right now. It is possible to do that. So if you think that is impossible, it is not. When I first heard Daily Refinement say that he was doing somewhere around the 40 to 60 items a day himself, I was like, yeah, right, you're lying. The only reason I thought that, because I was only listing like 4 to 6 items a day. I'm thinking, there ain't no way he's doing that, right? I actually thought he was lying, but he was not. If you plan your day and do it right, anybody in this group can list 40 items a day. The challenge is getting that much inventory. The biggest challenge of reselling is replenishing your inventory and not buying stupid stuff. Don't buy it if you don't need it. If you don't need it, don't buy it. Buy more inventory, right? Because that's the only way you're really gonna be able to expand. You can't list air. You can't list nothing, right? So your whole thing is listing items every day and making sure you have enough inventory to list for the next day. If you can achieve that, which you can, because you guys remember, I say I started with the $20 bill, but this new store, that was my very first store that failed. This store, I didn't start without any money. I took 1 or 2, I had like 2 shirts that I had on my old store. That's where I started, with 2 shirts. And when them items sold, I went and got 2 more, 3 more, 4 more, 5, and just kept doing that. You know, I went an entire year with doing nothing but thrift store and garage selling before I ran into a guy that started providing us with plenty of inventory, right? And I'm still looking for another one. I want another one. I want to be able, because if I can get another one, then I can hire somebody and they can be listing items right along with me. You guys, this is all possible. I went from, I told you, $18,000 to $22,000 a year to over six figures a year. 6 figures up, right? Less than 2 years. In less than 2 years. That's $80,000 gross more than what I was getting 2 years ago. That's outrageous. Where in the fuck can you do that at? Think about that for a minute. I don't care if you're a heart doctor right now. Say you're making $500,000 a year. Next year, is that heart surgeon? Are they paying you $1 million a year? I fucking highly doubt you're going to grow that much in 1 year. I'm not saying it's never happened or not possible. I haven't studied doctors enough. But even if you're a contractor or whatever, and you're doing $100K a year, next year, are you promised to do fucking $200K working for the same company? I don't think they're going to give you that big of a raise. eBay, the sky is the limit, guys, and you can do it. If you stop looking at every day as, oh, if I don't make substantial growth today, it's just not going to work. Stop looking at it as daily and weekly and start looking at your sales increase monthly. That gives you more patience as well. You guys, I hope this video content helped a little bit. Again, thank you all for joining the group, guys. I forgot how many people are in this group. But I got a bunch of numbers in my head right now, but I'll look into it. I believe it's somewhere around 3,400 people in this group. It's fucking awesome. You guys, I only started this group like 14, 15 months ago, and I started it scared. Just like I was reselling. I didn't know what people were going to think about me. I worried too much what everybody thought about me. The thing I found out in life, guys, even through reselling, quit worrying about the people around you, worrying about what you're doing. Just stay focused, get locked in, and go to town. And you'll win reselling. There's no fancy tricks. It's fucking hard work and dedication. You listen to any motivational speaker that are millionaires, they didn't become a millionaire in a year, 2. Hard work, dedication, zeroed in and focused for many, many years. And that's how they got there. If you look, you have to make progress if you are doing something every day. If you are exercising 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week, 365 days a year, you are going to get results. Your body has to get results. It has no choice. I mean, unless you're fucking eating 29,000 calories and when you go work out, you're on your cell phone, right? Leave your cell phone out in the fucking car, go in the gym and actually get it for 30 minutes and then come home and eat semi-decent. Your body will transform. And so will your eBay business. If you list the items you say you're going to list every day, and you do that for 365, I don't care if it's an hour a day, I don't care if it's 2 hours a day. By the end of that year, you will definitely make significant increase in growth. Look, there's no, well, is Tommy going to make it, or are we going to let Tommy make it, or are we not? eBay's not doing that. If you do what they expect you will get results. That I can guarantee you. But I have to see your schedule. Now, if you're working 3 days really hard and taking 4 off, well, of course, you ain't going to get shit for results barely. You'll get a couple sales here and there. But I'm talking about you want 40, 50, 60, 100 fucking sales a day. First of all, you got to list the amount of items that you want to get in sales a day. And then you got to do that same number for a long time before it gets up to that number. Okay? But if you do the same amount of items, you pick a number. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's one. If you start listing one item today and you do that for 365 days, by the end of the year, you're going to have 365 items in your inventory, give or take, because hopefully you sold some. And you're going to be selling more items at the end of that 365 days than you did at day one. I guarantee it. I guarantee that. No, there's a lot of, you can't, not every reseller can guarantee you something. But if you pick a number and you stick with it and you list it every single fucking day, I can guarantee you growth in 90 days, 6 months. If you stay at that number. If you start falling off, you're doing too, then I can't tell you how consistent your sales are going to be. Right? But if you grow, the business has no fucking choice but to grow right along with you. If you keep doing the same procrastinating behaviors, the same putting shit off, not holding yourself accountable, just saying, fuck it today, I'll just let it be a dick off. If you keep doing that, you're going to get the same results you got all your fucking life, I guarantee you. Nothing's going to change. If you want to change on eBay, you got to change. If you're not consistent now, get consistent. You guys, you think about it. Change in your business, if you want growth in your business, it's one fucking choice away. It's one choice. If you know you've been procrastinating, putting days off, skipping days, getting lazy on your days, all it is one decision to get real disciplined, real locked and loaded. And I'm going to tell you this right now, learn how to say fucking no. People want to be the yes man, and I was like that all my life. I do anything for anybody at every given time and fuck myself for time. You have to prioritize yourself. What's important for you? And if a successful business is important to you, there's some things that you used to say yes to that you're now going to have to say no to. People don't like to do that. Did you hear what I just said? If you want significant change in your eBay journey, you have to change. And the number one way to start doing that is begin to start telling some things no. Because I'm telling you what, you're saying no anyways to something. If you know from 12 o'clock in the afternoon to 4 o'clock p.m., you are listing items, and somebody calls you and says, hey, can you come cut my grass? And if you say yes to that, you're saying no to eBay. So you're saying no anyways. You're just saying no to your priorities. You're saying no to your fucking priorities to please somebody else's fucking priorities. So think about that real strong. Every time you say no, that's not being mean to somebody. That's not being mean to somebody. Maybe you could say no, but after I'm done working, I'd be more welcome to go help you out. Right? People mess that up when they become self-employed. They still want to be the yes man or yes woman and do everything for everybody else. But I'm telling you what, how many times are they coming over helping you list items? You have to start thinking about this, guys. Thanks, Johnny. I greatly appreciate it, bro. I hope you're doing good. How's the recovery going? Hopefully good, bro. But you got to think about that, man. A lot of people don't realize that. Just because you're saying yes to go do something else, you're saying no to your priorities. So what's more important to you? Other people's priorities or yourself? Look, there's times to be selfish in life that isn't bad. I'm not talking about the negative selfish, guys. There's that too. I'm talking about the positive selfish. If you want to make a change in your business, if you want to make a change in yourself, you have to be selfish. There's things you got to say no to go to the gym and get healthy, right? No to the couch. No to maybe whatever else. Whatever you're doing, you got to say no to certain things to get ahead. If you can't say no, you ain't never going to get ahead. You're going to have too many distractions. You're going to have a lot of distractions in life. And and it feels good to go help people. I know that, guys. But you know what? You need to help yourself too. You need to help yourself grow. Because if you don't feel like you're progressing and moving forward in life, that's how people get depressed and put on all kinds of medications. So, you have to pick a time, or you can be scattered, scheduled, whatever works for you. You know, over the past 5 years, I've learned how to tell people no. I used to never be able to do that. I thought that was selfish if I told people no. But the truth is, I was being selfish to myself.
right? Doing everything for everybody else. By the time I got home at the end of the day, there was no time for me. You have to have time for you. If your you time is building an eBay business, unless somebody's dying and needs a ride to the emergency room, your answer has to be no. You can't do everything for everybody and expect good results in your life. Okay? Not telling you to be a selfish asshole and never help anybody else. Don't get my words misconstrued. But if you can't see what I'm talking about, if you go say, yes, I'm going to go cut your grass, Tina, you're saying no to eBay. So the reason you're not growing is your fault. Nobody else's. It's not Tina's. You probably would have said no to Tina, and Tina said, okay, that's okay. I can find somebody else. You think they're going to be mad at Jordan? Look, that's why I say, you can't worry about what other people are thinking about you and your goals. If you're worried about what other people are thinking about you and your eBay goals, you're fucked. They're dictating your life. They are in control. They're the puppet. You're the puppet, and they got the strings. They got strength. Oh, well, my mom thinks I'm going to fail. My dad thinks I'm going to fail. My sisters and my girlfriend thinks I'm going to fail, or boyfriend. And so you don't even do it? So you let them guide you in a direction that you don't want to go in? It's going to ultimately lead you to the failure because now you're not doing what you want to do in life. If you want to be a reseller, be a fucking reseller. And if people don't like that around you, those people don't need to be around you. It's the bottom line. If you want to grow, learn to say no. It's your boy Flip and Stoop. I love you all. Look, I'm kind of pumped, guys. I've never had, this past week, it's been about 100 people a day trying to get into this group. Now, I am not by far saying I'm the only reseller content that you should be watching. There's plenty of other resellers out there that deliver awesome messages, right? But I never thought in a million years hundreds of people would be trying to join this group a day. So we must be doing something decent in this. What I'm talking about throughout my video content, I might not be showing you what items of mine sold today. I could tell you. But again, guys, that is doing you no good. Just because I sold 20 Patagonia fucking coats today doesn't mean you can find one Patagonia coat in your fucking area. So what good is that going to do you? You have to figure out what's plentiful in your area. And then that'll work. That's why you don't see me doing what everybody else does with that. Oh, what sold today shit. Who gives a fuck what sold for you? Like, I mean, really, to be truthful. I don't give a fuck what anybody else sold. I'm not going to find that in my area, right? I totally get it in the beginning. You want to know what certain type of items sell on eBay. Well, I'm here to tell you, everything fucking sells on eBay, man. I don't care what it is. Have common sense. Don't be trying to sell cigarette butts and shit. Just think about it. Have common sense. But everything fucking sells. There's a market for everything, guys. I'm going to give you an example. Walk into a Walmart one time. Look how many different fucking objects are in Walmart. And they all sell. You ever think about that? You ever walk into Walmart and be like, wow. They got over 10,000 different items in a Walmart at one time. What is that telling you? So you got 10,000 niches you get to choose from. Don't worry about which one to pick. Just fucking go for it, man. Find out what you can get a lot of in your area. You might not have never looked at that way. There's over 10,000 different items in a Walmart at any one time. Think about your community and how small your community is opposed to 340 million fucking active buyers a month, guys. I don't care if you live in Chicago. That ain't shit compared to 340 million active buyers. I don't give a fuck if you live in the biggest city in the United States. That ain't got shit on 340 million active buyers. It doesn't. We got 7 point some odd billion in the world. Right? So if you have 10,000 items in one area, for example, Saginaw, I think there's 52,000 people or something like that. And there's 10,000 different items. What's that saying? There's a niche for every fucking thing. Everything. All this, these are the only good categories on eBay. Bunch of fucking bullshit. Everything sells on eBay. I've sold everything from VHS tapes to clothes to antique collectibles to plates to coffee cups. I know resellers that sell nothing but coffee cups and they're doing $140,000 in a year. Selling coffee fucking cups. So quit racking your brain and figuring out what you're going to sell because everything sells. Now, I'm not telling you to go buy the cheapest coffee cup in the world and try to make... Of course, you're going to have to figure out what coffee cups are sought after, such as Starbucks and things of that nature, and vintage beer stein mugs and stuff like that. Those are pretty good niches, at least when I was reselling coffee mugs. But guys, don't get yourself wrapped up on what's gonna sell. Do a little research and realize, man, you can punch in anything on eBay in something to pop up. These videos I see were like the top 10 niches on eBay. Okay. Well, 10 is even enough. You guys, there's too many. I think here's the problem with a lot of us resellers is there's too many options and too many ways. There's too many niches out there you could choose from. Just fucking pick one, zero in on it, get focused on it, and learn it. People be like, pick a niche that you know about. I didn't know a fucking thing about clothes other than how to put a shirt on and how to put a pair of shoes on. That's the only thing I knew about clothes. I didn't know how to measure them. I didn't know how to do shit. And now I got them down to 5 minutes to under 5 minutes each item. That's photography, listing the item, giving the item description, and in the item description, all my measurements are in it. I don't do half-ass item descriptions. That's all in three to 5 fucking minutes from a phone. Imagine how many of them you could do a day if you worked a 10-hour day. Well, fuck, that would equal $500,000 a year in sales, for sure. And you could do the same thing. So don't get caught up on some of this shit you see people, what's the best category to get into? People be like, why you sell clothes? It's so overcrowded. I'm like, because I'm not doing too shabby. You know what I mean? Like, I could have sold shoelaces and did just as good. I just would have had to list more shoelaces. You know what I mean? I could have sold glasses and did just as good, if not better. I just probably would have had to find more glasses. I can't find a bunch of glasses in my area. People don't just, then you don't see them in every garage sale. Why did I go with clothes? Because every fucking place you go, there's clothes. Okay, every fucking, you walk into a thrift store, it's fucking 90% clothes. Hint, hint, I'm going for what the most is. Why? Because in the future, I want to be able to hire enough people to be listing 1,000 to 2,000 items a day. That's how you make millions of dollars on eBay. Unless you're, like I said, you're selling $250,000 houses a day, but real estate sits for a while. But I'm not telling you not to get into real estate, because that's my ultimate goal too in the future. But there's a niche for everything, guys. There's a niche for hats. There's a niche for electronics, vintage VHSs, mechanical parts. You could sell nothing but spark plugs and make a full-time fucking living on eBay, guys. People go to those sites to get a lot of mechanical things. Why? Because they're cheaper. And it's a bigger marketplace. For example, I look up Harley Davidson rims and tires for my year on Marketplace. I get about 15, 20 in my area, right? I do that shit on eBay, and it's about 15 fucking hundred. You get the gist. There's a lot more quantity on the eBay. It's huge. It's a huge used platform and new, but they're bigger on used items. So it don't matter what niche you pick, man. And you don't have to know about your fucking niche. Just start learning about it. The more of whatever you're listing, you will fucking learn it as you go. I use the example of people walking all the time. Did you come out your mama's womb just fucking jogging? No, the fuck you didn't. You fucking came out of that motherfucker and you couldn't fucking move barely. Within time, you could crawl, you could roll yourself over from your back. We've seen our granddaughter do that today. She rolled herself over on her belly, which is pretty cool. She rolled over. Before you know it, she's going to be crawling. And she's going to fall. She's going to hit her face. And then after she's crawling for a while, she's going to get up and try to fucking walk. And she's going to fall on her ass. She's going to crack her head. She's going to get hurt. But she's not going to give up. She's going to keep going. And then she's going to be walking. And once she finds out how to walk, she's going to start running. And once she starts figuring out how to run, she's going to get on a bike with training wheels. And eventually after that, once she gets good at that, we're going to take the training wheels off. And she's going to be riding a bike with nobody touching it. You get what I'm saying? You're going to suck in the beginning. But if you don't give up, your training wheels will be off. You'll be able to take your training wheels off. And you'll just be fucking rolling. I love you guys all. It's your boy Flip and Stoop. Don't ever give up reselling, guys, even when times get tough. The toughest time is your head and the patience you got to have. The two hardest things on eBay is your patience, because a lot of us don't want to wait, right? I always use that analogy. We overestimate what we can do in a year and underestimate what we can do in 10 years, right? So have patience and run through the storm, guys. Run through the storm. Quit running from the storm. I don't really want to take photos today. I don't really want to list. Man, run towards what you don't want to do. I mean, unless it's serious danger. I'm not telling you to run into oncoming traffic. But if you don't want to list today, that's what you should be doing. Don't do what your mind wants you to do. Do what you know you got to do that your mind don't want you to do. That's where you get it. Right? I don't want to list items every day. So when I'm having that thought, I just grab an item automatically and I start listening to it. 5 listings in, my mind changes. Now I know I'm making money. Shit changes. So you have to learn, become a master at altering your thought process. I'm telling you. Once you can switch your mind from I don't want to list today to bam, 5-10 minutes, you're fucking pumped to list. That's what it's going to take you to make serious numbers on eBay. If you can't switch your mindset, you're going to struggle with it for a long time. I'm not saying that you won't be able to become successful, but you guys, you got to also remember success is different to everybody. I just want to make a couple $100 extra a month or a year. Wait, look, that's your choice. I want to see people go far though. Why? Because I believe everybody in this group deserves better than they're getting. Even if you are selling 6 figures a year. You know it, and I know it, that you deserve better. Every one of you guys in this group deserve better than what you have right now. And it's not all about the money. If you think about it, if you're making $30,000 a year, you got to become a different person in order to make 6 figures a year. So it's not about the money making more money. It's about the person you develop yourself into that becomes worth value to be capable to make that amount of money. Albert Einstein says this, try not to be successful. Or no, try not to become a person that is successful, right? Try to become a person of value. That's what I've been talking about all night, is the value aspect of things. Try to become a person of value. Once you become a person of value, which means you're consistent, you're doing what you say you're going to do in your eBay journey, pretty soon you become valuable. Your dollar signs start growing. When you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, even when you don't want to do it, you start becoming valuable. And then you start being in full control of your mindset and your actions throughout the day. You and I am in complete control of your income that you're making. If you've always made $30,000, $60,000, $100,000 a year, you're there because you're there. You'll see a millionaire and be like, man, they're lucky. No, they're there because they're worth that much. They built themselves up to be worth that much. You're at 30,000, 20,000, 15,000, 120,000 because that's what you're valued at right now. I believe you're valuable. I believe you're more valuable than what you're giving yourself credit for. I believe I'm more valuable than I give myself credit for. So why not strive to get to it? Remember that Albert Einstein said that, guys. Try not to become a person of success, but try to become a person of value. Once you start becoming a person of value, which means you prioritize yourself in a good manner every day and you start making good choices. Your choices today will impact your tomorrow. And that's the same on eBay. Your decisions today that you make, well, I'm not going to list my 10 today. I'm good at 6. That's going to impact your tomorrow, good or bad. So the choices you make today, instead of going with that mindset, I'll just do the 6 today and I'll catch up on it tomorrow. There is no catching up. You can't catch up for yesterday. Yesterday is over. So trick your mind and say, no, I'm going to get through these next 4. And that's the choices you got to make. That's going to give. That's the choices people that are making 6 figures a year on eBay are making, opposed to the ones that are making $20,000 a year on eBay. They're just following through what they know they should do. It's not that complicated, guys. The thing that holds everybody back from their full potential in life, period, on eBay, period, is yourself. Your decisions is holding you back. You and I being a yes man, saying yes to everybody and fuck ourselves, you're holding yourself back from your full potential. Get at your full potential. Be the best seller you can be. And even if you got to tell yourself that, I'm the best reseller. I'm the best. Yeah, I don't fuck it. I tell myself that all the time. Am I the best reseller? No. But your mind don't know the difference whether you're telling it the truth or you're lying. So if you're telling yourself you can achieve 6 figures a year, then welcome to your reality. You're not going to be able to achieve. Your reality is your mindset. That's it. Whatever your mind thinks, it automatically thinks that that's reality. Your reality and my reality are completely different. I have thoughts and I have beliefs that you don't have. Sure, we probably have some that are similar, but there's beliefs that me and you at the age of 40 could become billionaires if we chose to. Some of you guys don't believe that that's humanly possible. It's impossible for you. It just wasn't in your DNA. That is the biggest fucking excuse and lie anybody can tell themselves. I didn't come from a rich family. You don't have to come from a rich family, but a rich family can come from you. Think about this shit deep, guys. That's why I get deep like this. Because reselling is a lot more. Man, it's a simple principle. Like I said, if I just told you the principles of eBay, I would never make another fucking video again. I'd never have to. I really want to be able to walk to my complex mailbox and put my inventory in the box in an envelope. I'm trying to sell 3,000 per month items in every envelope. Believe. You got it, Sam, for sure. You need to do YouTube videos also. Actually, I do got a YouTube channel. I was actually transferring these videos over to my YouTube, but to be 1,000% honest with you, Sam, I procrastinated the past 3 months. I have not uploaded a video to YouTube in 3 months. I think why? Because I was doing exactly what I'm trying to tell you guys not to do. I was being impatient. I was starting the channel, I think, for the wrong thing. I was starting the channel. This is me being 100% raw and honest with you guys. I was starting the channel, Sam, and anybody else watching, because I wanted to get viewers. Right? I wanted to get 1 million viewers so I could start getting paid. And that's I went about it the wrong way. And I'm glad I didn't get going full swing on it yet, because now my reasoning for wanting to make video content is completely different than it was a year ago when I started making YouTube content. Like I said, I wanted to make money a year ago on YouTube. Now I want to pass this. My mind's changed, right? I want to take something I learned how to do and was helped to learn how to do, and I want to pass it down to the next person that feels like there's no hope in life. You guys got to remember, 25 years as an alcoholic and a junkie, and Johnny that's watching this video right now could definitely verify that I was a drug addict and a junkie for that many years, and I did 10 years in prison. Somebody that's went through all that can shift your whole mindset and then give back to the community. That's my reasoning, guys. That's what I truly believe my reasoning in life is, to reach out and lift somebody else up that might be going through some tough times. Or it doesn't have to be that serious of tough times. You could just be in a financial crisis right now where you think you're never going to make any more than $400, $500, $600 a week. That's bullshit. Yes, you can. You have to get away from that. You have to run from that mindset and shift it. That is it. I like that though, believe. You know what, Sam? I appreciate you telling me that about YouTube, man. I really do. Because I've been thinking about it for a while to get back on the YouTube kick. But another reason why I haven't got back into a full swing, because I don't want to rob from you guys neither. Right? Like, now if all you guys would come and join my YouTube video, and I don't even care that it would give me a massive hike in viewers. That'd be cool. But I have an obligation and I'm a man of my word. I said I was going to continue to make these videos until the day I take my last breath on Facebook here. And I'm going to do that. Why? Because I believe in being a man or a woman of integrity. Doing what you say you're going to do, and even doing it when nobody's watching. I believe that thoroughly. That is another reason why I haven't started going on YouTube, because I don't want, or I kind of quit going to YouTube, is because I don't want to take time away from you guys. I don't want to get sidetracked, because whether you guys know it or not, outside of reselling and making these videos, I do got a beautiful family. I got a beautiful fiance. She has 5 children. We have 8 grandkids. I got a super rad-ass father-in-law. I have a sister. I have a niece. I have 2 nephews. I have a motorcycle hobby I love to do. I have a lot of other things going on outside of just reselling and making these videos. So adding to that, right, I don't want it to hinder from you guys or hinder my true reselling, what I'm really doing. But it's also a simple fucking 10-minute upload from here to YouTube. Now, I was getting some traffic on YouTube there for a while where people were saying, man, I hope you make it. I like your video content. I like that you're bringing something different to the reselling. Because that's what I try to do, guys. Once again, and girls, I don't want to share with you what I sold or brag about that we did $12,000 in sales this month. I'm not going to do that because that's not going to benefit you. Right? I want to benefit you guys. And I think throughout the mental aspect of reselling, trying to motivate people and trying to get them to look at something in a different aspect, if you can shift a person's mind from disbelief to belief, their entire fucking life changes. If you're a reseller and you have disbelief right now, and if I can help you shift that to belief within yourself, your whole reselling experience is going to go up for the good. Your whole business is going to change because then you're going to start doing some things you've never done because you're going to believe it's going to get you results. If you don't believe what you're doing is going to get you results, you're not even going to attempt it. You're not even going to try. Like, look, if somebody's like, hey man, let's go run a mile a day. And I'm like, and the doctor told me no matter what you do, whatever, there was facts that even if I ran a mile a day, it wasn't going to do me any good. I'd be like, fuck you, dude. No. So if your mind's telling you that you're not going to get results from reselling, you're not going to get results from reselling. Why? Because your mind believes whatever you tell it. I am telling you, and some people think that's crazy, but everybody I've studied for the past 5 years now, guys, I've studied multimillionaires and billionaires. And when I say study, I'm talking about reading all the books, dissecting their YouTube videos, paying attention to what they're saying, doing my own scripts, and writing down and studying and taking notes what they're talking about and applying that shit to my life. Now, that's what I'm talking about studying. There ain't a single one on there that says the most important part of their financial success was the belief that they could actually do it. That if you want success on eBay, the number one element is belief. Because if you don't believe, you ain't gonna push yourself whatsoever. Right? If you didn't believe that you were going to be able to walk as a baby, right? You would never stop crawling. You'd be running around, you'd be crawling around right now at 50 years old, crawling on your feet. If you didn't believe in your mind that you're gonna stand up and you're gonna fucking start doing what all these adults are doing around me, right? You wouldn't. You'd still be crawling. We'd all be crawling. Wouldn't that look funny? We'd be all crawling around. Think about it. If you didn't think that you were going to get paid at the end of the week of your 9-to-5 job, how many of you guys are gonna fucking go? Probably none, right? Wait a minute. I'm going to go work 40 hours this week for you, and you're not going to pay me? How about that? That's what I'm going to do. That's just being honest. You're going to tell me I'm going to work all week for you, and you're not going to pay me a penny? I got other shit to do then. I'm going to go elsewhere. So if you believe you're going to put 40 hours a week into eBay, or 10 hours, or 3 hours, or 4 hours, or whatever it might be, and you're not going to get no results, you're not going to do it. That's just like physics. That's just like psychology. It's very common. You don't got to be a rocket scientist to figure that out. But the thing is, it's not about being a rocket scientist. A lot of things in life, guys, and especially in our eBay journey, we overlook. Look, your thoughts aren't always facts. That thought in the back of your head telling you, well, I've never been great at anything else in life, because I've went through that with myself too. I've never been great at anything else in life. What makes me think I'm going to be great at reselling? I'm going to tell you what's not going to make you great at reselling is that attitude right there. Until you shift that and believe you can be great, you won't be. You'll stay right where you're at. You'll stay mediocre. Even if you're doing good, even if you're doing, $60,000 a year on eBay, $160,000 in eBay, $500,000, you're there at that point because you believe that's what you're worth. Now, if you're making $60,000 a year on eBay, you can make $120,000. You know exactly what you did to get to 60. You just got to do that times 2. That's it. And the same thing goes for if you're making $500,000. If you're making $500,000 a year on eBay, you can make $1 million. Why couldn't you? You just got to hire one other person to do exactly what you did to get to $500,000. Now that is going to give you $1 million in sales in a year. Think about it logically. The same principle goes with your first listing. This is what happened to me. I listed an item.
I watch these videos for a year like a fucking idiot. Don't ever do that. I watched videos for a year, and then I said, all right, babe, let's pull a sheet down here, and I got a pair of used shoes, and I'm going to list them. So that's exactly what I did. A few days later, cha-ching, a sale. The very first words that came out of my mouth to my fiance was, if we can sell one, we can sell two. Think about that, guys. If you sell one, you can pay. And then I said, babe, I'm gonna try to make $1,000 a month. I'm telling you this right now. If you can make 1,000, you can make 2,000. If you can make 2, you can make 4. If you can make 4, you can make 8. If you can make 8, you can make 16. And the numbers just keep fucking going. When you start hitting them numbers, you start what? Why do you go from 1,000 to 2,000? Because you believe what I just said. Man, I made $1,000 as a side hustle in a month on eBay. Fuck, I know how he did that. I could just go a little harder and make 2. Because you believe you could get to 2 is the only reason you got to 2. The only reason you got to 4. The only reason you got to 16,000. That is the only reason you got there. Nothing changed. The world didn't change. The fucking sun still came up at the same time. There was still oxygen in the fucking air. Your heart was still fucking pumping. You were still getting older by the minute. Nothing changed but your fucking mind. That is the only thing that changed throughout your listing habits that got you from 1,000 to 2,000. The sun still went up and the sun still went down. You still ate, you still slept. But you went from 1 to 2. How did it happen? Nothing changed. Your circumstances didn't change. It's not about your circumstances. It's about your beliefs. It's 100% about your beliefs of where you're going to get on eBay. And if anybody wants to argue that, let's go. Because there is no... you just going to think 1,000 items on your fucking store? That ain't going to happen. I'm not telling you to just think you're going to make $1 million and do no action. I'm telling you to believe you can do it and then fucking spend the next days going fucking after it. And it'll happen. It is literally, it's called the law of attraction is what it's really called, the law of attraction. I told you guys I studied millionaires and billionaires. They all live on the law of attraction. If you believe it and you take action, you will believe it into existence. You will literally believe that Harley Davidson, I believed that into existence. 5 years ago, I could have never afforded that motherfucker. Never. 5 years ago, we didn't have 1 vehicle. Now we got 3. We believed it into existence. We believed we could achieve it. We wrote something down and we went after it, and that's how it happens. If you ain't writing this shit down and you ain't believing that it's possible, you're fucked. Straight up. You're fucked. You got me hooked. When you said you can sell anything on eBay, I believe. I kid you not. Everybody, look. I'm not going to discredit any other reseller out there, okay? I am not. Because they all have good information on their channels, guys. I've watched a lot of their channels. But I will tell you this. This whole thing about, oh, this is the best to sell, and that's the best to sell. Fucking anything will sell. I shit you not. But, yes, some things are going to sell. For example, a Patagonia hat opposed to an Adidas hat, what do you think is going to sell faster? A Patagonia hat, for sure, right? A Nike hoodie or a Champion hoodie. What's going to sell faster? Probably the Nike hoodie, right? Think about it. Have some common sense. Don't go and buy just anything and put it on there. Have some, and if you have no common sense to fashion, start watching some fashion shows. I watch a woman on YouTube about fall fashions, winter fashions, spring fashion. I watch her every single year, every single season. Why? Because she puts me on game on what's about to sell. I spend 15 minutes on my research a season. 15 minutes for 4 months. That's all I spend on mine. I watch her video. I write down what's going to sell good for women and men. And that's what I look for the next 4 months. That's exactly what 15 fucking minutes, guys. I'm not doing research all day, every day. Fuck, I go batshit crazy. And I did that shit in the beginning, but not anymore. I watch a simple video. Look, if you're selling watches, watch a YouTube video on somebody, the 100 best fucking watches.
the 50 best fucking watches. Write that shit down and take that little piece of paper with you every garage sale and thrift store you go to and look for them items. The shit, guys, really, truly, truly, it's not rocket science. But it is belief. If you don't believe it, man, you're wasting your time. If you don't believe you can achieve success on eBay, you're wasting your time. Go do something you believe in. That's the truth. That's not me being an asshole, because we all have this you believe. Guys, I still have times come up in my mind like, Justin, I don't know if you're really capable of doing the 250,000. And then I got to tell my own self to shut the fuck up. Yes, you can. Right? Because that old me tries to creep back in, and you got it in you too. You got one in you that tries to tell you, no, you're putting in too much work. You're not going to, it's just not cut out for you. Quit telling yourself that shit, man. What you tell yourself is going to be your results. Bottom line. There's no way around it. If you tell yourself that you're going to be successful on eBay, now, I'm not telling you to tell yourself you're going to be successful on eBay and then sit down on a couch for 8 hours and fucking play video games. Don't do that, because now you're lying to yourself for real. You have to tell yourself that you're going to make it, and then you have to start taking action. Belief in action equals success. Belief in action equals success. There's no other way around that. I've never ever heard a millionaire in my life say that they didn't believe that they could get there. And every millionaire I've ever studied or successful business owner that I've studied was broke when the fuck they got started. So the whole, I don't quit, this is what you do. You quit making up excuses. Okay. Well, I don't got the money to start an eBay business. You'll hear so many, I don't got the capital. I don't got the resources. I don't have I don't have the items. I don't have the, how much money did I tell you guys I made through people's trash? I'm talking about thousands and thousands of dollars, guys, digging in people's trash. So, you don't gotta have money. This is something, you're not gonna have money to get started. What you gotta have, hunger, drive, belief, and fucking, in downright fucking action. Action's what gets you there. I'm believing on my Ford Expedition going to put $6,000 cash down and pay $600 per month for 1 year. I'm going to find someone. Freaking keep on asking. Ford Expedition. Yeah, for sure. How do you think I got that bike, man? I got 1,000 bikers that told me, you're fucking nuts, dude. Don't ever message me again. Before I found somebody that would allow me to pay for that the way I paid for that. 1,000 people slammed the door in my face. eBay's gonna slam a door in your face every day for the first little while. Nope, no sale today. Nope, no sale today. Nope, no sale today. Nope. Does that mean you stop? Because if you don't get instant results, you ain't gonna make it on eBay either. And again, guys, that's not me being an asshole. Everything takes time to be good. Do you think a professional football player became a professional football player overnight? Like he just fucking woke up one day and he was the star quarterback? No. It took many off the turf practices. It took him his whole life in high school, college, everything else, before he got to where he was. You know? Use it as the college analogy. You're not going to go to college for 1 year and get a doctoral degree. If you fucking do that, you're some type of whiz, and I don't know, you should be making billions of dollars a year, right? Like, you're not going to get a doctoral degree in a year. There's a process to getting a doctoral degree. Just like there's a process to success on eBay. Don't skip the fucking processes. Do what you're supposed to do every fucking day, and you'll succeed. Guaranteed, bottom line. Most resellers won't sit there and say that they'll guarantee a success. But obviously, they're not giving you the real code to get there. And it's not a code. It's work every single fucking day. And don't be afraid to work. Quit calling it work. Believe you're building your empire. Believe something. If you wake up every day and be like, man, I gotta go to work. That's the 9-5 mentality. You have to wake up and believe that you are building something that is going to be worthwhile in the future. Because if you don't believe it's going to be worthwhile in the future, what did I say a little bit ago? It ain't going to be. Why? Because you're not going to put the energy. If you feel like you're going to build something that's going to make you $250,000 a year in the next 3 to 4 years, don't you think your energy is going to be a little fucking higher than if you think you're just going to get fucking $100 in sales in a month? I ain't putting no energy into $100 a fucking month. I ain't putting shit for energy into that. I ain't busting my ass for that. And guess what results that's going to give me? $100 a month. $250,000 a fucking year? I'll work 8 hours a day. So guess what's going to happen? I'm going to work 8 hours a day. Right? You think about that, guys. It's all what you believe, man. It's all what you believe. It don't matter what it is. It don't matter what your goal is. Who cares if your goal is $1,000 or $100 a month like I was just talking about? For me, that ain't going to work, right? I want more out of life than $1,000 a month. But for you, that might be all you need, right? That might be all you want, and that's fine and dandy. I just try to get people to believe in more than they already believe that they can achieve, right? Because I think that's good. We need more people like that in the world that tries to inspire and tries to, what's the word I'm looking for? Help me out, guys. That tries to, it's uplift, but it's empower. I'm trying to empower everybody in this group to get results you never thought you could get. Okay? Because why not? I don't know anybody that ever started reselling that says, I just want to be broke. What the fuck? You just want to be broke? Well, what the fuck are you reselling for then? Just don't do nothing. We all know how to be broke. Just don't do nothing. You'll be fucking broke. Guarantee it. If you just wake up and don't do nothing all day, and you go to bed and you wake up and you don't do nothing all day, you'll be fucking broke. Trust me. You'll be broke. That's what happened. Even if you're making dirty money, you got to do something. You got to move, right? So in order to get to a level that you never knew you had to, you're going to have to work harder than you ever have. That's the bottom line. You're going to have to. You guys, I don't work as hard as I did, but I am at the current moment trying to increase. I want to make 100% growth next year too, which that will put us pretty close to the $250,000, $300,000 a year in sales. So I'm going to have to, I'll probably have to work another 2 hours a day, 2.5, 3 hours a day. Now, is that worth another $150,000 a year in sales to me? Fuck yeah. Actually, I would work another 10 hours a fucking day for that. So you have to believe that you can do it. And if you don't believe, the first thing you need to do is start watching some videos to help you believe in yourself. Start doing some little things to help you believe in yourself. Start listing one item a day and be consistent for 30 days. If you have a problem, if you think in your mind that I've never been consistent at anything for longer than 20 days, 2 weeks, 3 months, whatever, prove to yourself that you can. That's how you start building confidence. And once you start building confidence, then you'll start believing you can make some numbers you never knew you could. All right, you guys, I got to get off. Thank you all again for joining the group. Thank you all for the comments. If there's any other content you guys want to see, let me know. I will show you what items of mine sell, but I really don't think it's that beneficial to you. It's just my personal opinion. For example, it's just like the people that, you ever watch that show? It used to be MTV Cribs or anything right? Like, if I had a mansion, I could show you my mansion. I could show you my fancy rides and all that. What the fuck good does that do you? It does you absolutely no fucking good to see what we have or to see what a millionaire has. What you want from a millionaire is their mindset. You want to pick their mind and figure out how they got there, right? Who gives a fuck if a millionaire's got a mansion? You ain't living in it. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't living in it. What you need from them is how they got there. And I'm telling you, they got there through faith and belief within themselves. Because if not, they would have never put that amount of hours into anything to get the results they got. It's your boy, Flippin' Stoop. You guys have a rocking night. Again, thank you so much. Believe in yourself and don't never give up. Yeah, there's days that sucks, guys. There's going to be a lot of days that suck. There is. But every day just is. Okay? You make it suck or you make it good. Now, look, there's things that happen in life. I'm not going to sit up here and be naive. People lose people in life. I lost my brother 4 years ago. He was my idol. He was my everything. I love you, Josh, so much. He was everything, and he didn't even know it when he died. So I went through some fucked up shit, too. You're going to go through some fucked up shit, too. But you're going to go through some days you don't want to do this shit. And you don't see a lot of resellers talking about that. The ones that are succeeding, they're not telling you about that mental part that they go through, too. Why? I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why they don't. Maybe they don't want to be that vulnerable to look weak. They want to look like a person of power, so you follow them. I don't want to be that. I'm as equal as you guys. I have shitty fucking days, too. I have shitty days on eBay, man. Trust me. I just go through the storm. I run through the storm and get it done. That's it. It's the only difference. Every day is not going to be fucking butterflies and rainbows, man. It's not going to be. And if you think that, you're probably still 15. It's not going to be that way. If you're older than fucking 20, you got to know that every day ain't fucking sunshine and rainbows. But every day's a fucking opportunity on eBay. You guys go rock it out. Be the best you can. And don't never stop, man. Know you're building onto something that is going to be worth it in the future. If you're looking for instant gratification, go buy scratch-off tickets. I don't know. Maybe that'll work for you. But for most people, the amount of money they waste on fucking scratch-off tickets, if they took that money, invested it on inventory, and list it, they'd be making the money they want. Think about that shit. It's the truth. I love you guys. It's your boy Flippin' Stoop.